All right, speaking of baseball, let's talk about this.
Yeah.
And I've said this. Here's one of those times, Alex, when I was wrong. I was wrong.
Wait a minute.
I was wrong.
Breaking news. Rob Parker was wrong. Wrong.
I've admitted when I'm wrong. Okay, it doesn't happen that often. But I was. Yes, I choked this one down.
Hold up. Hold up.
All right, guys. I was the one that when Juan Soto turned down $440 million guaranteed, I say he's crazy, Meshuggah, whatever you want to say. Because we just talked about it. Real money.
Man, that's baseball.
He could have got hit in the face and never been able to play or be the player that he is, the star that he is, and he would have got every single dime, okay, of that $440 million. And now I'm looking at this guy and the year he had in the Bronx, he had 40 home runs, career high, and now there's a chance he could get $600 million.
Baseball money is crazy money.
And Rob G, are there stories out there now that maybe, the Dodgers have money because of Ohtani only taking $2 million of his $70 million?
Man,
the Dodgers have money to spend, and they could be in on the Juan Soto, who happens to be a free agent after this year, on the sweepstakes.
That's right. According to longtime MLB insider John Heyman, not only are the Dodgers on the verge of beating the Yankees and sending them into the offseason really sad and depressed, they could be sad and depressed for another reason, because they have a high level of interest in signing Juan Soto this offseason. Now, in all fairness, according to Heyman, a lot of his sources are in the Yankees organization. And in their words, in the eyes of the Yankees brass, that's never going to happen. But as we've seen in countless other situations in other sports, sometimes the most unlikely destination ends up being the best one.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
For the Yankees to say it's unlikely, I don't know how you could say that, because you don't know what the money is, and you could offer a certain amount of money. And for a guy like Juan Soto's already turned down $440, if the Yankees come up with $6 and the Dodgers say we got $650, he's going to take the extra $50 to me.
I mean, he's proven that unless he just fits and feels better at home
he's Dominican. No. And there's a ton of
huge population of Dominican folks
in New York, and they love him.
And they love him there. And so if that may play a factor, you know what I mean, and just wanting to stay in New York, losing might play a factor too. Meaning, let's say they lose and the Yankees offer him, $580, and the Dodgers say $6. That $20 extra million, I get it, but man, I'm mad I lost to them. The opposite of Kevin Durant is my point.
Well,
Kevin Durant loses to the Warriors, up 3-1 when he was at OKC, and he says, no, I'm going to the Warriors. Soto might be I don't want to go to the Dodgers. I'm still mad we just lost to them. I'm going to make a bunch of money regardless. I want to stay here and try to, avenge our loss. Maybe that could happen, but guaranteed money is a whole different bag, and it's different in baseball. Like, you can go from team to team and we don't even think twice of you. Like, it's not like, oh, man, Johnny Damon goes to the Yankees in Boston, and it's like you don't hold that against people. It's a different sport. It's viewed differently. I mean, Juan Soto, to be, 25 years old?
Was he 5 or 6?
25, 26 years old. He's already been with He's got the...
He got a World Series with the Nationals.
The Nationals. He's been the Padres. He's with the Yankees, and potentially, whether it be the Dodgers, the Blue Jays are apparently maybe in the running as well. Like, that'd be 4 or 5 teams, and nobody cares. And it's like, Juan Soto's great. So baseball is a little different in that it doesn't necessarily hurt your legacy, it doesn't hurt your brand. In fact, it could reignite your brand if you go to the right team in the right circumstances. So,
and it has a different. And you're right. Players don't have the same impact. You could be great. Go to a team that doesn't mean you're gonna win a World Series. Like
Mike Trout is sitting here as example, Exhibit A,
and he's been to the playoffs one time in his career.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, in the NBA, because you only have a handful of, there's only 2 or 3 players that determine the most part of what your success or failure is going to be, right?
Right.
If Anthony Davis is hurt, there's a great chance that the Lakers ain't winning anything. You know what I mean? And if he's playing well, there's a chance that you could do something.
You just know, if you're the Lakers or any team, if you're the Boston Celtics and all of a sudden, you pick up another star, it's like all of us go, well, the Celtics are winning it. Whereas you can't do that in baseball. You can have star, and it just doesn't necessarily matter. Now, this is why it's kind of shocking that it's happening for the Dodgers in that you're already good. Then you got Mookie, right, about 3-4 years ago. Then you go, hey, we're already good. Then you get Freddie Freeman. Then you already go, hey, we're good. You get Shohei Ohtani, and it's now paying off where you're up 3-0 as we literally getting ready to see the first pitch here in Game 4 of the World Series. Shohei up. We'll see what happens right here. But it doesn't always happen like that in baseball, where just because you got a loaded roster means you're going to win. I mean, ask the Yankees. They've been trying to do it for years, and it's been 15 years since they've been in the World Series. So baseball is just a fluky sport in that. It doesn't – Yankees, Dodgers, Nationals, Giants, a couple other teams spend a bunch of money, and it doesn't necessarily equate to winning. It's just different like that. But if you're Juan Soto, yeah, man, he's already turned it down before. He might get a 6-piece.
But I think it's minimum 6-piece. I really do. And you got to remember, too, the Mets are in the running as well. All those Dominican fans live in New York already. Yeah. So they could easily take the train to Queens, and Steve Cohen, their owner, is a billionaire.
Hanging out with the fans.
3 or 4 times over. So there's a chance that he's going to up the ante. The Yankees, there will be suitors, and I know the Tigers aren't going to do it, but the Tigers have only $20 million on their payroll.
Books. Yeah, they have a bunch of
they have a lot
money,
yeah. So they have a lot of money. They could come in and say, all right, well, do you want to? If we give him 70, we still got money to spend on the rest of the team. And
why would you do that? Whoa, shoot!
It all depends.
Why would you get me excited like that? Don't talk about him going to the Tigers.
No, I'm just saying. Like,
that wasn't even something I'm thinking about. Why would you not put it in my head?
But you see what I'm saying? Like, they only got $20 million on the books. They could easily give them.
Is that interesting though? I mean, since you've been covering the sport, since 62, like, is there a point when that mattered? Or has it always been where it just doesn't matter? You can go to any team, anything, Reggie Jackson, you're with the A's, you're with the Yankees, and Angels.
And Baltimore and the Angels and everything.
Yeah,
right.
like, it's because, again, it's just different. Like, if you're a quarterback, and you're trying to be one of the elites or Hall of Famers, you get about 1 or 2 teams, and then it's like if you go to 3, 4, 5 teams, it kind of hurts you a little bit.
Yeah, you don't want to go, but a lot of the great quarterbacks have all finished elsewhere. That's
right, but that's what I'm saying. 3, 4 words baseball. Juan Soto, if he goes to another team, that'd be 4 teams. He's 25, and then that's another decade of his career. He might go to 3 or 4 more. It wouldn't hurt him. And I'm thinking, like, that can hurt your legacy as a quarterback trying to become this elite top, one of the greats of the greats. Does that hurt you at all? And I'm trying to think. It just doesn't affect you like that.
I don't think so in baseball. It really doesn't. All right.